We are here in Onshape getting ready to work on Chapter 6, Exercise 4. I named this Bracket 6, and it is for Onshape. We are kind of using this as 3D, so let's go ahead. When we create this, it'll be Bracket 6, so hyphen 3D hyphen your first initial followed by your last name. So we'll go ahead and hit create. Again, so in this case, so I'm going to kind of start by showing you a few more tools here as we look at this, and I'm going to start by sketching on the front viewing plane again. So we'll select the front viewing plane. So let me show you again. We're going to go to left click on sketch, select the left click on the front viewing plane, come to your view cube and rotate that around to the front. So I'm going to create a corner rectangle now, and I'm taking a look at my drawing, and I see here, in this case, we can more or less draw a 5-inch by wide by 2.5-inch tall rectangle. So I'll left click, so type in 5, enter, and 2.5, enter for the height. So I've got that rectangle in place. So go ahead and escape to get out of the rectangle tool. I like to move these dimensions kind of a little far away. I'm not really finished. I'm going to kind of create some more objects here too. And in this case, I'm going to create a line. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to left click. This is going to be a horizontal line and then a vertical line up to that point. We'll hit escape. So now let's use the trim tool. So right here's the trim tool. I'm going to trim this point out and trim that out. So we're getting this kind of L shape, big goofy L shape here. So dimensionally constrain this as we take a look at, so this line should be 0.75. Okay, now we also need to dimensionally constrain this. So we're looking, it's either going to be this line dimensionally constrained. So we got to know a distance from here to here or from here to here. So as we take a look and we see that that is right up here, that dimension is right here. So we're going to say this is 3.25. and hit enter. So now I've got that fully constrained and dimensioned. So we're done with this sketch. So left click on the green check mark. I'm going to bring this back down to the isometric. In this case, when we extrude it, so we can bring this out. So I'm going to left click. We'll go ahead and bring this out, and the depth on this is 2.5. So let's go ahead. 2.5 is the depth. So all right. And I still have some more, so we'll hit the green check. I still have some more to take out. Notice that some part in here is taken out. We've got the hole here, and there's a corner that's cut out on this as well. So I can either sketch a rectangle up here, or I can kind of sketch a rectangle right here. So I'm going to, again, go back, and I'm going to sketch on this front plane. So let's go back to our sketch tool. Click there, come back into the front. This is just a matter of selecting the rectangle tool, and notice we know that it goes all the way through from the top to the bottom. So, and this is one of the reasons why I selected to draw on this plane. All right, now the size of this we can't really tell, and it's constrained dimensionally. There's some differences there. So I'm just going to left click outside of the box. So right click and escape that rectangle tool. So I didn't want to actually put any dimensions on that rectangle here yet, because I'm going to dimensionally constrain these. And you'll see right here in the print that we can go back in now and add the dimensional constraints. From here to there is 0.75. So I've got that dimensionally constrained. And we're not given a dimension from here to here. The dimension from this line is given from this edge. Now, so let's go ahead and from here to here, so it's going to be 2.5. So 2.5, enter. Now you might ask, why is it dimensioned this way from this edge and from that edge instead of from here to here? Well, when the designer and the part designer selects how to dimension and what dimension, they're placing an order of an importance on features on the part. So what the designer of this part is saying, it is more important for the size from here to here to be 2.5 inches than it is for the dimension of the actual width of this slot that we're going in there. So that's what you got to think about. And when we start to design and dimension parts, we're basically placing an order of importance on those part features by the way we place dimensions. So we'll go ahead and we're finished dimensioning this. So let's go ahead and click the green check mark to get out of the sketching tool. Let's bring this into the isometric, and now I can extrude this. So we're going to go back and extrude this. So I'm selecting this. This is going to be a cut. So we are, instead of the add, we got to be removing this. Now, again, at this point, I'm seeing that we are showing the dimension of 0.75 from that back side. So I need to basically do some math, and we see the 2.5 minus the 0.75, and that will tell us, so if we take 2.5 minus 0.75, this dimension will be 1.75 doing the math. So hit enter. That extrusion is done. So now we have two more things to do on this. We need to add a hole here, which is a 0.75 diameter, and we need to basically take out the corner of this. So I'm going to start by sketching on this plane. We'll do the hole first. Let me come around into the top view. Move this over. Let's go ahead and just draw a circle. Doesn't matter, you can place it anywhere for right now because we'll dimensionally constrain it. So 0.75, enter. So now go into your dimensional constraints. So, and we see it is dimensionally constrained from the center up to this edge. That is 1.25. So, and from it is also dimensionally constrained from this edge to the center, which is 0.75. So there we go. So now we have put that circle exactly where it's supposed to be. So go ahead and hit the green check mark to get out of the sketch. Bring back the isometric view. Let's go ahead and extrude that hole. So again, this is going to be a cut, so we're going to remove this. Notice how it goes down, and again, this is just going to be a through all hole. So, and left click on the green check mark to get rid of that. That leaves us one more feature on this. Right here, we're going to draw that rectangle. So let's go back. We're going to sketch on this plane. Bring this to the right side. I'm going to use my line tool again, and some of these, what we call, notice, this is a point, so we're going to pick up on that corner end point. I don't care, again, about the dimensional sizes. I just want to draw the rectangle and place it. Now, right-click, escape the line tool, so as you get out, now we need to take a look at some of the dimensions. Down here we see that from here to here is 1.5 inches. So let's go ahead and dimension from this edge over to here. That's going to be 1.5. Hit enter. And now I'm also noticing that the dimension of this or this, that is the 1.5 right here. So I can also say, all right, from here to here is 1.5 as well. So now that is a fully constrained triangle with my dimensions. Left click on the green check mark. Let's bring this back to isometric. So, and go back into your extrude tool And let's go ahead and get this out. So now, in this case, this is one of those areas. So I've got a blind dimension, so I can say up to next, up to face, up to part, vertex through all. If I click through all here, notice it's going all the way back. Now it's also adding material. We know that we want to remove it, so let's click on remove, and notice it's removing all the way back to that corner, which we don't want it to go through all. So let's try a different one. So if I say up to next, so notice it's really kind of going up to here, or I can also say up to face. So just kind of seeing some of the differences here. So what we really want is up to next. So it will only go to the next edge or the next surface. Click that. We are finished with this drawing, so let's go ahead. Let's kind of turn off and poke the eyeballs here for the viewing planes. If you have any sketches that are still showing, you can click off of those. And our bracket 6 and 3D isometric is now finished here as well.